I want to be Leorio.
This is my original campaign setting and had absolutely no borrowing from Hunter x Hunter whatsoever.
Dude, I
Coincidentally,
still
it's
tell
called
people
Ranger
that
X Ranger.
the first episode of Hunter x Hunter is one of the best first episodes of an anime you can watch.
I should probably watch that show.
Tangent, I watched that show with a friend yesterday, and he got like overly upset at the architecture clashes. It's like, why is there a wooden ship right next to a cruise liner? This is bugging me.
I mean, that exists nowadays. Like, you go to like someplace like Mexico on a cruise liner, or someplace like Southeast Asia, and you'll probably have these big, wealthy cruise liners right next to these smaller fishing vessels.
Yeah.
You mean most places that cruise ships go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I would like to welcome you all to the world of Galarian, home to many different races, creatures, monsters, magic, and especially danger. Eons ago, a strong group of adventurers sought to understand and combat the threats in the world. They gained power and prestige for their great accomplishments. Membership of their once small band soon exploded in size. So in order to maintain order, the core members started the Pathfinder Society and issued rules and regulations to help keep the peace. The name grew to hold sway in every corner of the world. If you're a member of this group, you're allowed access into nearly every country, and the society ensures that their members are compensated well. A flash of your membership papers often gets you free nights in the fanciest taverns and the best food, all on the house. Thus, a position with the society has become highly sought after by many, so a selection process needed to be instituted. The society holds annual tests for potential candidates, and that leads us to the setting for today. Our particular story begins in an area of the world called the Inner Sea. For one reason or another, you have all enrolled to take the Pathfinder Society's test. Each of you have been transported from your respective home regions by Society members, but the final testing destination is being kept under wraps. Now, during your travels in the Inner Sea, during a particularly stormy night, your ship was attacked by strange aquatic creatures, which damaged the mast and tore through the hull of the ship. Luckily, you were all able to push back this threat and prevent the ship from sinking, but the damage would be too much to continue the journey. The captain announced that the ship would have to make an emergency stop in the nearby lumbering town of Otari. Thus is where our last session 0 ended, upon the image that you now see on your screen now. It pulls up to the dock, and the crew starts tying down the ship. The captain gets in front of all of you and says,
Well, it appears we will be here for a bit while repairs are being made. You'll get yourselves comfortable in the town while we try to get in contact with the Society testing board. We'll post an update at one of the 2 local taverns when we know more information.
one by one, the passengers start funneling off the ship, onto the dock, and into the town. Our metaphorical camera pans to the foot of the gangplank, where we start to meet our motley crew. So as your tokens pop up here, you may go ahead and introduce yourselves. I'll go via Caleb's order. So off the docks and off the gangplank and onto the docks reaches our first character. Go ahead and introduce yours, Caleb.
Well, you see, beside you, you see a 30-something man. He's got, fair white skin. He's got these odd tattoos covering his face and neck, the forehead, and purple eyes, black hair, well kempt, trimmed beard. A little rough around the edges,
Okay. Next up, a new figure appears as Matthew. Go ahead and describe your character as they get off on the dock.
So you see a tall, well-built young man, and though his armor is made of like ramshackle hide and leathers and bits of metal, his helm is true steel, and his faceplate gold-plated. And though his cloak seems a bit too neat to have seen much use, and because what armor he has a bit too shiny, he carries a rather large spiked ball attached to a chain. It sort of attached to his back, or like his belt back around somehow. And he's currently he's currently walking with a spring to his step, but also trying to avoid knocking the weapon into other things as he goes along.
Excellent. Next up, Josh, your character kind of slurks down the gangplank. That's a word, right?
That's a good word. I like it. It's word now.
Mhm. That is, in fact.
It's like lurk and slide at the same
he's
time.
slurking, dude.
It's slurking time.
That was
Sorry.
my favorite part.
An unassuming figure meanders, slurks down the gangplank. At first glance, doesn't seem to be too unique, anything too unique about him. Upon a closer look, the top half of his face covered with a shattered mask, and a bony jaw and neck protrude from the shadows of the hood. And then you see the T-Rex behind him.
You know, you see the guy first.
Then to a
The
lesser
T-Rex.
extent.
It's not
the
a huge
T-Rex.
T-Rex. It's still definitely can tell it's still in its adolescent years, but a
It's-
T-Rex nonetheless. Juvenile, indeed.
It's not quite a Tyrannosaurus. It's more like an elected official saurus.
What?
It's
Oh.
a deficientosaurus.
I like how Guard is like all mysterious and you're not quite
Yeah,
sure
ask
what's
her
going
what
on,
color
and then
the
there's a
T-Rex is.
T-Rex.
The T-Rex is
Is it
a
shiny?
it's a shiny T-Rex.
Oh.
Think Tyrantum, but shiny.
Oh.
What color is that? I need to know that for reasons. Blue? Okay.
Yeah, blue.
So, as that particular scene unfolds, some of the dock workers kind of scurry to the edge as this strange dinosaur comes trouncing along. Next off, we're gonna have Robert. You're gonna go next here.
So, off of the, you would expect someone to walk down the gangplank, but you see a small frogman swing from one of the ropes of the sail onto the dock, land onto the ground. Two feathers in his cap bouncing. A cool little pirate hat, and on his back a large, imposing scythe. And he prances along very fancily.
Last up, Jacob. Describe what your character is doing there.
Well, where you would expect to have someone else walking off the boat, rather this squirrel kind of gets in line. A rather well-dressed squirrel. Which seems kind of odd. And about 30 seconds later, where this gnome comes like scrambling out of the boat, like, wait for me! Sorry, I'm late. Late to the party. She's relatively young. Got her wavy hair pulled back in a white bandana, wearing a sunflower yellow blouse with a brown apron tied over the front and a knapsack flung over her shoulder.
Okay. So, thus our motley crew has been introduced. Let me swap over the scene here real quick to give you a better view of Otari.
Bum 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 bum.
Oh. Caleb's almost loaded.
Yep.
Almost.
I was about to ask why my token was smaller than everybody else's, but then I answered my own question.
Why am I, the tiny frog, smaller than everybody else who was playing a normal character?
Uh-huh.
We're actually the same size.
Yes.
That's a big
Oh,
frog.
hell yeah.
It is a big frog. Okay, welcome to the town of Otari here. To your right, you'll see. I completely forgot what the name of it was, but it's the thing.
That's a long name. Wow.
The hunter camp.
It's one of. Oh wow! I read this 3 times today. Where is that?
Really, really quick.
But shoot, there we go. The loading fume. It's a water chute, so you see a bunch of logs coming down this little way into the water to be loaded onto ships.
See mine doing like a
Yes,
figure eight.
we can all see each other's
Okay.
cursors. That's a setting, I believe, but I like it. It's neat.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
They're actually your conscience.
Oh.
Let it be your guide.
We have eye tracking turned on.
Guys, why are there no... Why is nothing
no, he's
showing
got
up
a
on my
point.
screen?
You
Why is there
should,
what?
You should see the
I
dots.
said, why is there
of all of
nothing...
Hmm?
No, it's because he said it's your conscience, so I said,
our-
why is nothing...
Oh, okay. All right.
Funny joke.
A funny joke.
Funny
Anyway.
joke got baited.
Debated.
On
I'm
science.
crying.
As you all traverse the deck, this large crowd of adventurers are making their way down Fisher Street there and towards the west side of town. However, your eye is caught as on one of
My
the
one
corners.
My one eye.
Yeah, your one eye there. As lurking around the houses, you see the worried face of what appears to be, oh, where can I? It won't let me show players this. There we go. A tiefling.
Where'd Dutchie go?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
As you make eye contact with her, she has a countenance of worried. Her gaze meets yours, looking over each of every one of you. For a short time, you see almost a breath of relief when you're suddenly shoulder checked by a much larger society test exam taker,
All of us?
to which grabs your attention.
Rexy
there are
growls.
Blam, 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 blam,
really
blam.
large- bam, bam, bam.
Rexy growls.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I
but
beg
in
your
like the
pardon,
fashion
sir.
of a bus drives past the scene, she disappears.
Rexy, fetch.
Grabs your arm. No, not that one.
Wrong one, wrong one.
Why? We've been over this.
Wag's tail. I did it, master.
I've gotten you the bone.
Good boy, I guess. Good boy.
So this was around the corner to Kraken Street?
Yes, it's kind of the corner of Fisher and Cracker, but you Kraken
Wow.
and
Over
Fisher.
there?
That was a strange...
Yeah.
I looked to
But
the armored companion here, and that was a strange encounter, wouldn't you say?
You mean the things on the boat?
Well, I suppose that too. The large fellow just shoulder checked 5 people, and that lady, she was staring at us, and then just ran away. I'm like, well, what do you
get the
think's going on there?
Oh, shadow clone jutsu.
I don't know what that is.
As you all recount this experience here, you can kind of hear off in the distance a quick, "Oh, excuse me, can I, are any of you adventurer? Oh, okay. Could could you possibly help?" And the voice is getting louder and louder as you see. Oh,
Where are we?
Haunted poster.
right in the same place. There.
Whoa!
Bring me the person.
Hello. Yes. What you see is a shorter human female with a peg leg, going from examiner, just seeming to get their attention here. But unavail as the examiners appear to be headed for the tavern. Appearing unwanting. Yes, examinees, thank you.
Fellow
They
travelers
appear
from the boat.
to be solely focused on that.
Are we gonna have to roll perception?
What are you
To
looking
notice
for?
the
We'll see.
women.
She travels up Fisher Street trying to catch when eventually she comes over to your party. You all there. Are you adventurers? And could I bother you for some assistance?
What can I help you with, ma'am?
Jump up in front and you go, of course.
Right in front of me.
Well, what is it you need? Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me unpause this so you can work that there.
I like how we're all 50 feet tall.
Yeah, that's it's approximate marker.
Rumbling.
It's
Rumbling.
just
It's coming.
we're in this area.
Rumbling.
Rumbling.
Uh-huh.
We're titans. Oh, you're just
We're all
leaving. I thought you were talking.
Remember, that was
I don't
canonical,
want that.
Matthew. That was canonical, Matthew.
These
remember?
are canonical, so keep there.
I'm canonically destroying everything.
Oh yeah, I
So,
canonically
anyway.
started walking away.
Bye.
Okay. So you see this human go, pardon me. Yes, my name is Tamily Tanderville. I am in charge of the fishery right beside us here, which I will point out now.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering if I could get your assistance. Unfortunately, the local guards have their hands full protecting the lumber workers and just keeping things safe. So they're basically completely blown me off. And your crew seems to be the only new people in town who doesn't seem to have their hands full. To cut to the chase of it, large quantities of fish are going missing. Like a bizarre large amount from our warehouse. It's causing me a lot of financial harm. And rumors have spread that it's some sort of beast in the basement. I'm a little nervous to check it out myself, so I was curious if you all could help me out with that.
Hey, we just got here.
What's in it for
Are you
us
sure
if we
it's not
help
just
you?
like a really hungry cat or something? Have you tried, like, getting a dog?
I mean, I don't believe it's a cat. As many crates have gone missing over the last couple
might
of
be a
weeks.
really
I
big
don't
cat.
think a cat would do that. I suppose there are stranger things in the world.
Indeed.
But can I count on you for help there?
Absolutely.
Unwelcome guests.
Well, hold on
can take care
there,
of this.
sir, knight, whatever you are. What's in it for us if we help you out? This could be a dangerous beast, you say.
Oh, of course. That is true. I am willing to compensate your party 20 gold pieces, which is, let's see,
Raises
about four
eyebrows.
for each of you.
Sounds reasonable enough to me. Very well.
Oh, excellent. That is a relief to hear. You guys all did just get settled here, so
Just fresh
there's a
off the
tavern
boat,
right around the
actually.
corner.
Frish.
Yes, I saw that. And let's see, I can use some connections there since you are working for me. If you head to the Rowdy Rockfish, my name holds a little bit of sway there. Tell them I sent you, you're helping me out, and they should be able to set you up with some board there. All free of charge.
Well, thanks.
Oh, but
Did you want us to get started on your cat problem right now, or?
that's up to you. Just if any time in today you can take a look at that would be phenomenal.
I'm gonna look around, shrug, and go, I've got nothing better to do, and I'm gonna go head over to the fishery, was it, right?
Yep. Okay. So,
And it was Rowdy
I'm gonna take a
Rockfish,
quick pause
you
here.
said, right? I'm sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, if you guys jump over to the journal section, you should now you should see a journal marked quests.
Oh, I just made a. Well,
Uh-huh.
okay, gotcha.
Wow, this is fancy.
That's better than my
And so
note.
now- Yes, it's all the like. How do you spell that? No, I'm gonna hand that off to you.
Gotcha. Well, you can
I
delete
promise
this,
we
then.
just got here. It wasn't me.
So, I'm going to already retcon something about my character appearance. You don't see a weapon on him. I mean, you probably would have if you were fighting alongside him, you know, like last week, or whatever the boat fight was. He's basically got a big old backpack on right now. So no weapon in sight, but a big backpack.
Cool.
So
But we saw that you at some point had a weapon.
yeah,
Just don't
like
know
if you
where
were
it
paying
is.
attention, you would saw that I had. Yeah.
Okay. So, are the rest of you gonna follow him?
Yep, I'm following right behind. What did you say your name was again, friend?
Oh,
Talking to-
Tamily Tanderville. Oh,
Oh,
Or which-
sorry.
were you
But
going
that
with?
works. I'll go with that. Flynn, at your service. We'll get this dealt with right quick.
excellent. It's great, fantastic to meet you all. And what were the rest of your names there?
Call me Dutchy.
Detchi. Nice to meet you.
God.
Tips his hat.
Oh, are you okay, guard? Do you need some water or something?
No.
He needs the boy who lives.
Harry Potter.
I mean, you have probably the same nose profile.
Yeah, heyo.
Cadabra.
I can't wait until he laughs.
And do you, my gnome friend?
Fidget at your service as well.
Yeah.
Whoops, I
Well,
accidentally
nice to
changed.
meet you all. I feel more relieved already. Here, let me show you.
I think
you
Matt's
walk
character is stuck.
Through the.
Never mind, he got it.
Oh, there. Oh, I was wondering why there were like 2 tokens there.
Yeah, he got stuck.
Anyway,
I didn't get stuck. It was there. I was there on purpose.
Fusion
Come on, come
dance
on.
happening in the corner here.
Hello. Back.
as you make your way through the double doors of the fishery here, you are first greeted by a seemingly open floor with some bar seating. And more towards the back, you see kind of conveyors and packing for the fish. But Tamily pulls your attention towards the back right-hand corner, where you see a staircase. Like this is the basement here. That's where we've noticed the stock has gone missing. I will leave you to your investigation there, unless you have any more questions for me.
Do you have a history of wild cat attacks around here?
Occasionally, a resident's house cat might try to sneak in and grab a fish, but usually my workers keep them well fed on their own. I can't imagine one would pry open or crash some of the crates open. And plus, it seems to be limited all towards the basement. Nobody has seen anything while they've worked here.
Has
So
anything-
potentially, maybe something
there-
happen at night?
Has something changed recently?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Are there any other entrances to this basement?
Let's see. We got the double doors near the back here. That's more of employees. It keeps them out of the main hall here, where I occasionally host the fishermen, some of the workers afterwards for a good drink and a game.
And you said these crates
To be more
they were,
towards the.
they were going missing entirely, eh?
Some were smashed, but some just went missing entirely. Correct.
It's not rats then.
Or it's a really big rat.
Don't
I
say
wouldn't
that.
want to come face to face with that thing.
Don't you dare say that.
You never know. There's big rats out there.
I know. That's what that's what I mean.
I want to investigate the back door.
I'm not going
Okay.
first. I'm going behind. I'm going like
Yep.
middle of the pack.
Let's go ahead and
yeah.
make our first check of the campaign, y'all.
ho!
Go ahead and make
A blank check,
a blank
please.
Who do I put on the subject?
Please.
a blank check. That is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a
Pain.
blank skill though.
Mhm. Go ahead and roll a perception there.
Oh ho!
Also, quick note: you don't need to open your journal. It's on the hotbar that we have. Skills, and then you've got all your skills there.
Me
I don't have perception.
noticing.
There's no perception.
Oh, perception,
Perception.
is weird.
Oh, I found it. It's under attributes.
Attributes.
Yeah. Okay.
There is no
I rolled a
active
Jacob.
encounter.
No,
Uh,
there's a perception
Noticing
under.
here that
There's initiative
oh,
and there's
oh.
perception.
my
Yeah, it's
bar
attributes,
is
yeah.
not visible.
Yeah.
Hey, we rolled a Jacob.
Someone got a 13.
How would I pull up my toolbar, my hotbar?
You click on your character, and
So
then
wait,
it
are
appears.
we
Thank you,
inspecting
thank you.
the doors? What,
Ah,
are we,
thank you.
what is being perceived?
The back door.
Oh, just the door itself? Oh yeah, I guess I'm looking at it.
Also, this is actually a good first test. Could you all click on the right side? You see there's a public role.
Hard one.
Yeah.
Change that to a blind GM role,
Okay.
and go ahead and roll that.
Oh.
You want me to roll again?
Yeah.
I rolled it.
Oh, okay.
Did you
So
get it,
can you
Andrew?
Are we
Yeah,
doing
I got
Okay.
it.
Are
Can
we
you see-
doing
I can't see what I rolled. No.
No, I can't
Yeah.
see what I rolled either. Okay. So,
So,
wait, we're
this
doing
is the first-
perception checks blind?
In this case,
Oh,
when
okay.
I tell where something's kind of more of a mystery.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Right
bet.
then, gang. Let's split up and look for clues.
Oh, I think Dechi, I'm not sure you got the
Yeah.
settings swap there.
Hold on.
So it's
So
you know
are you
where
taking
the
our
text...
blind roll, Andrew? Then
if you look at my stream,
Yes, it's
you'll
the blind
see
roll there.
what
So
I'm
so that-
highlighting. Oh wait, do
Was
you
that
see
a
it?
public one?
You see
Nope.
the very
yeah, you rolled a
eyes right
public
here.
one. Oh well, actually, I don't know.
Yeah, so at this point, when I explain things, you guys don't have to carry the, like, oh no, I know I failed, this is kind of dumb sensation.
Right.
It'll just be
Oh,
narrative.
Perfect.
I definitely see it. How do I? Okay, I might have missed it. How do I?
There's this bar on the bottom, kind of right.
If you
that
look
said,
at-
It's in the chat
public
window.
roll in the
you
chat.
look at the stream.
You can
I'm
click on that,
highlighting it.
and you see blind GM roll.
blind GM. I did private. Thank you.
Ah,
Yeah, you should have public roll, private GM roll, blind
There
GM
we
roll,
go.
self roll, and California roll.
California roll.
And
Okay.
barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Your crew investigates the back door there, and you find, in most cases, what appears to be a near pristine metal bar that usually locks it. It has its normal wear and tear over the years, but you can see that it's been mended and well kept. Tamale keeps a very tight ship. Yeah.
I get it. The dog town.
But yeah, from your investigations, you don't think that anybody could have forced their way in through this door without there being more signs.
Is there a entrance to the basement? Like,
Yes,
there's
there's
a
a-
basement enter.
Or sorry, there's stair steps leading down to the basement. but I will set that scene when you continue that way.
Wait,
Okay.
she answered my question though when I asked, "Are there any other entrances to the basement?" There is.
Oh,
he
to the
said,
basement.
right?
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the fish.
Oh no, the basement.
Okay, sorry. Then let me reckon. I'm like, no, just these stairs.
Got it.
That-
Okay.
That's the only one that I can think of.
So it's probably not, some kind of weird sea cat coming in from the sea, unless it's like a mole sea cat that's like swimming and then burrowing in and smashing your stuff and grabbing the fish and then burrowing out.
I'm not so sure why we're all
It's
convinced.
probably a worker trying to make a quick buck.
Exactly what he
Could
said.
be.
What was
I
your
like
name
my
again,
idea
friend?
better.
God.
Guard, right.
I don't know. That sounds slightly blasphemous, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, and then they spread the rumor that there's a beast, so then nobody checks it out because they dress up as the beast because it's a Scooby-Doo!
Darn
I'm not
you
sure what a
meddling
Scooby-Doo
kids.
is, but it sounds
no,
very
no.
threatening.
There was a play about that back where I come from. It's about a bunch of young adventurers and their some kind of animal. I
Are
forget.
we gonna open the damn door and stand here yapping all day? I want a drink, for one.
Open.
Aloha Mora.
Aloha Mora.
Did you want to open the door towards the back or head down the staircase to the basement?
Staircase to the basement.
To the
Okay.
basement.
I mean, go down the staircase, whatever. I misunderstood. I thought there was doors to the staircase. I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought there were two. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought there
yeah.
was a door to the basement.
Yeah,
as
it's
well,
like one of those cellar things you see in the Midwest where there's like doors to like the basement.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay,
kind
cool.
of what I was
just wanted to
imagining.
confirm there. I had suspected, but I wanted to clarify before I went on my
Fair enough.
tirade
Yeah,
here.
there's just a back door to the fishery and stairs down to the basement, guys.
I turn away from the
there,
doors.
like-
Go down there, I mean.
Okay. Then is everybody
nice
clear
save,
of
nice save.
Is everybody clear of editing tokens?
Right, right.
What's our marching order? Like who went down first? I can go down first if
I'm behind you, unless someone goes in
Okay.
front of me. If someone goes in front of me, I let them.
here's Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Are we
enters.
just kind of assuming that the T-Rex is with me?
Oh.
I was just about to mention that the T-Rex kind of just squeezes down the stairway as
Okay.
Emily looks very, very nervous.
God,
Is that
is
thing
that
just
thing-
came?
is that thing coming with? All right, suit yourself.
It's tame enough.
Ugh, get it away from me.
Oh,
I
I
promise
thought
that
they were
it's
their
not
own.
the one that's been eating.
I thought they were their own examinee. That's with you?
He is with me.
Oh.
Okay.
News to me.
God.
Again,
yeah,
I
we
still
got
think
your
that
name
sounds kind
already.
of blasphemous.
Yeah, he ran.
Okay, before we get too crazy, let me paint a scene here. The stairs leading into the basement of Atari Fishery creak with age as you make your way downstairs to find what has been taking all the fish. In the center of the room, between stone pillars holding up the fishery overhead, are barrels filled with salted fish. 2 of these barrels have been smashed open, spilling their contents on the floor. But as you look around in the east wall, you see some weird malformations in the wall. What would you like to do?
After you, Sir Knight.
All right. I've got a torch out. On our way down, I've reached into my big old backpack. I've pulled out a torch and I've lit it. But I've also got one hand on sort of like a coiled chain that's leading back into like a side pocket of my backpack. It's like partially unzipped, but the chain is attached to is still hidden on the inside. even though y'all already know what this is. So I'm going down and we're moving. What is
Okay.
my movement?
I
But
touch
Matthew's
my
character.
sword with light and cast light.
Okay, then let me bump him out of the way,
Oh.
and now
My
you have
sword's
torch
still
properties
sheathed,
as well.
but I just like tap the side and.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I'm
you can-
gonna turn and say, can you do the same for my torch so I don't have to light it on fire? Actually, no, I'm gonna go ahead and light it on fire.
You're going first. I suppose I can set it on you, and I'll transfer it to his.
Okay.
What am I? Just tapping your stick, your torch.
Yeah, just
He
the
has a
wood
glowing
torch.
wood stick,
I've got a flare right now.
so I don't have light. It's just on
Okay,
him.
so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make for. I'm gonna make for the wall over here, just to try to see what's back here.
Then, as you kind of look around, you see a bunch of papers, labels for some of the containers. But I'm gonna backtrack 2 seconds here. As you passed by this way, you caught to your right what was once seemed to be a malformed wall ends up looking to be a large hole.
Ah, see, I told you guys there's a hole over there. I knew there was like a mole thing coming this way.
You told us there was this is the first time we're hearing about it.
No, I said something about a mole.
All right then.
Yeah, he said something about digging rats or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
one
sea
of
cat
us.
rat mole things.
That god over there. He said there was another way in. Hey, seems he was spot on.
I don't think he's a god. I think he's just like a skeleton, right?
I thought he said his name was God. Must have had some pretentious parents. You know. I don't
Oh,
judge.
yeah, Hippies are weird.
Anyway, after you, friend. You've got the light after all.
Sure.
Yeah, get on with it, Shiny.
Will
Okay.
do.
As
I'm
you
gonna pull out
creep
a small
closer,
glass sphere and like fill that with like a little miniature fireball, so I've got the light as well.
Ooh.
okay, then I'm
Wow.
gonna label torch there.
Bunch of really fancy people here.
So I paused right there because as you creep closer, you start to hear a strange chittering from the hole. Suddenly, a massive rat, the size of a dog,
Oh,
emerges
Jesus.
from the darkness.
What did I say? What did I say?
I-
Rodents of unusual size.
Ah, by
He said it was a
Basically,
digging rat!
I know what's off for dinner tonight.
By
you guys
Saren
got me. I
rays.
tried not to laugh there.
That's so
But
funny.
moving forward, the giant rats rush towards you, their huge teeth snapping. So, for the very,
Ew, get it off, get it
first
off.
time, I would like to invite you all to roll
Perception.
initiative,
He's at the thing! He's at the thing! Oh!
blocking combat movement, and let's go ahead and kick this off. Oh,
Bum, bum, bum.
okay. So,
I like this music.
oh yeah, I found some really neat playlists here.
Matthew, was that the
rat from the back actually?
Diamond and
takes
Pearl
the,
battle
initi-
music?
No, this is just fantasy music. The rat scurries up at the source of the noise that had threatened it. So that's gonna take its action. Oh, come on. There we go. And it's gonna attempt to take a bite out of Rubrak there.
Oh, light.
I believe his name is Rabaros now. Although he hasn't
Yeah, it's
introduced himself
Rabaros. Yeah, I haven't told you guys my name yet.
yet. Even though I asked him directly.
I didn't hear
Okay.
you.
It's alright, it's alright.
The rat lunges at you, gnarls, but it can't sink its teeth through your hide armor.
I get
It
it
kind of
off me.
scurries
Get it off
around
me. It's like
and
clamped
tries-
onto my leg. I'm trying to shake it off.
Well, it couldn't get a good bite there, so it's gonna try again. Ooh, shoot. It gets really angry at you, kind of sees your wrist a little more exposed, bites down, and critically injures your wrist there.
Oh, I guess I'm dropping the torch then.
Okay, so this is gonna...
I mean, you don't have to unless he literally has disarm. Unless you want
Yeah,
to
no,
drop
you don't
it.
have to. It's just like,
You can
Well, no, I
probably
think it'd
do.
No, I think it'd be funny. Or like,
Okay.
if it's gonna bite down on my hand. I'm
narratively it makes
startled.
sense.
Yeah.
And so,
Ow.
torch drops, and you're starting to bleed pretty profusely, but it has used up all its turns there. Next up, we have rat number 2, who's going to make a charge at Flynn
Oh,
and try to run the same things.
gosh, no.
Jumping strike there. Who proceeds to lunge at him, but Flynn steps out of the way. Going like, nope, nope, I told you. You were ready for this.
Not this time.
The rat makes another pass as you sidestep it yet again.
He goes into like a defensive
Thus the rat
stance. He goes into
snarls.
like a defensive stance, kind of like a brawler.
The rat appears quite agitated at you, but can no longer act. Okay, Dechi, you are now up.
Question for you.
Yep.
Drawing your
Can I-
weapon is an action, by the way.
That's
Sorry.
good to know. Can I launch an insightful quip at a foe if they likely don't understand my language? Like if I wanted to do a bon mot.
I believe you can,
As
but
like
I
a
don't know
creature.
if that does anything.
Your specific brand of emotional magics make it so that your enemy understands your intent, even if they don't physically understand your words.
Yeah, you can play around with it because like you pose yourself as menacing and can kind of goad it in. So while I wouldn't say a verbal jest would work, you could still do something with like goading action.
Oh, okay.
So if you kind of stomped by like how like with dogs, if you act a certain way, you can get them to become more playful. It's like
Gotcha.
big
okay.
stomps and friendly, and so you could do something like that for the rats.
Like how cats slow blink "I love you."
Yeah. So there's,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
argue
Okay.
that in somebody trained in that could execute something.
Okay, so I will draw my scythe from my back. I will perform a bon mot by stepping into. Can I like perform actions while I'm inside somebody?
I think you
For
just
lack
can't
of a
end
better
your
word.
turn on the same square.
Okay.
Oh,
Perfect.
also if you... Side note, I forgot to mention
So
this,
that
but
moving
if
is
you
an
go to the
action.
player tokens... Yeah. So you got one more action, and to help you keep track of that, if you go to the top left-hand corner under control tokens, and then you should see that action icon third from the bottom. That can help you keep track of how many actions you have.
Can you?
If you
repeat
look,
that?
if you look at my screen, I'm highlighting it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a manual tracker, but it'll help you figure out what you had. Like, move is an action, draw is an action.
And you do have a reaction, but you might not have anything that triggers it right now. Also, I think it's acrobatics to move through a player's another token. I'm not sure how that works in this game.
Okay, for right now, I'll let you do
Yeah.
it while I look up the rules.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that one's on me. So
I-
go ahead and continue your turn there, Robert.
I always forget as well.
Okay.
Oh no, it's acrobatics through an enemy. It's just tough. It's difficult terrain with allies. That's what it is.
Okay. All right. I will Oh, how high are these barrels?
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, what kind of terrain
Can I
are the
stand on
barrels?
the barrel instead?
Yeah, they're about like 5 foot high, so you could jump on them maneuverably.
Okay.
They're
Yeah, I'll hop onto the barrel then.
okay.
And I will perform a, because that was movement, and then
A
I'll
bon
perform
appetit?
a bon mot by like reaching down and flicking the rat in the nose.
Yes, I love it. Okay, go ahead and roll your there it is. Your diplomacy, and I'll make the will save for the rat.
Okay.
You can click the icon in the description that you pulled up there.
Oh. Can click the icon.
It should have a big highlight that says diplomacy, and then check. If you click on diplomacy, it should do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one is like you can keep it public.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I think we can probably do public
Yo?
unless otherwise specified, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'll just do better from here on out to say private role. Okay,
Do
so
better.
Oh,
yeah, do better.
you're good.
So at this point, you kind of flick the rat in the nose, and you hear this like. It is pissed off at you. It has now been infected by the bon mot.
Hey, frick you too, buddy.
So, it's distracted.
Bada
Take
bing, bada boom. You know what I'm
minus
saying?
2 for a lot, and GM determines which. So yeah, it's got -2 penalty there, and then I forget. Do you get panache off of that?
Yes.
Excellent. So, what you can do is I'll drag over panache, and that's all yours.
Wahoo! Alright, I think that was all of my actions.
Yeah, it was the draw, move, and thing. That's
Yep.
3.
Okay. So I'll click the next
And
turn.
I guess clarifying question for the future, like, because movement is an action,
Mhm.
can it still be separated between, like, your other actions? Like, split. Like, if I wanted to move the rest of my movement right now.
Yeah, can you stop, take an action, and move again? I don't remember how movement gets
No. Oh,
No,
okay.
that is a feat to be able to do that.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
like in Fire Emblem then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
Thank you,
Jacob,
you.
you're now up.
Hey, I have no idea what, so I'm gonna
Wait.
walk down. Oh, come on. I can't move with my familiar at the same time. Oh my goodness, rats! I pulled a little fireball out of my glass sphere and checked at this close one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that. If you hit T to target the rat and then roll the attack, it'll tell you whether it hit.
Ah, here we go.
Rip.
Nope.
The rat screeches as it just sails right by its head. It's still prettily concentrated on Dechi there. Unfortunately, just a stroke of bad luck. It moved erratically. Got one more action there.
Produce flames of 2 action.
Hmm.
Cantrip.
Oh, so that was all you moved and then you cast.
Really, a 2-action cantrip? Wow.
Okay.
A lot of spells are 2 actions, yeah. A lot of
Mhm.
mine are as well. Actually, all of them.
Huh.
Except shield.
So this rat's gonna try going for the long con. 20, 30. It's gonna take another move action here. And then try to hit guard here. Who just hits ya. Its teeth sink into your clothing, gnawing at the bone ever so slightly as it does 3 damage. But that's its turn, as it used most of her movement in this last rat.
Quick point
You
of
injured
order.
the rat, by the way, not me.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh. There we go.
Quick point of order. How
Thank you.
does casting like through allies or shooting through allies work? Is that just fine?
Yeah, that's
I don't know if there's rules for that in 2e. I don't know at all.
I think
actually.
there's partial cover.
Well, never mind.
I'll look it up while we take the next turn. As this
Yeah.
one burned 1, it's gonna jump up here and attack Dechi. But since that was 2, it only gets 1 attack off. Ooh, hit. For 4 what damage, which I have done to the rat.
Oops.
Sorry.
It just leaps up, clambers onto the barrel, and gives you a nice little bite there.
It makes me think of the scene in Pirates of the Caribbean when Jack is running across the water wheel.
Oh yeah.
So I can use ranged reprisal without having, because my weapon is like halfway out, right? So
Have you draw... Oh yeah, you drew it. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
for it.
okay, so I'm gonna use ranged reprisal on this dude right here.
You can highlight it and press T, and it should.
I
Oh,
did.
you did. You did.
Bummer.
Oh yeah, you have reach with that too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Crazy.
But unfortunately, the rat sees it
missed.
coming and darts away.
It's also kind of hard because there's another rat right over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guard, you're up.
I'm going to disrupt the undead on the living, the not quite undead rat, but soon to be dead rat that is attacking me. So it's a
Free undead.
fortify saving DC fortify 17 with a rat.
It fails.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh.
10 damage.
Oh,
Big nice.
how would you want to do this?
As it like bites onto me. Like you know where does it bite, Andrew?
Oh shoot! Just give me 1 second here.
Technical difficulties. Technical.
Yeah, technical.
Technical.
Why?
Is it letting you select the rat?
Because.
Oh, how are you casting that?
It's concentration manipulate.
Okay, because
Oh, it's
right
positive
now it has it
energy,
classified. It's positive energy.
which means it does nothing to a living creature, right? Or something. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, effects with the trait heal living creatures with positive energy, deal positive damage to undead, or manipulate positive energy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
you can retcon that.
so just okay. So just up the undead only does that.
Wait,
then I will.
Can he do that and heal us? Is that what you're saying?
That's just what it seems like.
I guess so.
It's positive damage, so no. It's
No,
just
okay.
positive energy trait is okay. So I'm
Right.
gonna clear that from the chat here, so that's on the record.
Well,
Actually,
learning
it's
experience, you
it's
could
positive
probably
trait.
cast something else.
I'll do ray of. I'll do scatter spree instead. Then I guess.
Also, make sure to go into your character sheet and add back one of your casts. Because
It's a cantrip, so I think. I
Oh,
have,
okay, you're good. You're good.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Cantrips are unlimited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if they have attack of opportunity, but if they do, casting in melee with a concentration trait provokes.
Yes. That I do know, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, most of the time they don't have it, I think.
So that I'm going to do the scattered screen instead.
On Rat 2,
Oh, yeah, the same rat.
because that's on me, I'm going to use its previous roll, which it would have
Okay.
failed.
So 7 damage now, I guess.
Okay.
And then I don't know how to.
It's
I was gonna manipulate it so it's going this way. Because then it creates a 10-foot tough terrain. No,
gets
no,
pushed
it's
back
just
there?
these two squares become this one and the one that it's on
The
would
purple
become,
highlight that he has is supposed to be vertical, not horizontal. That's what he means.
Yeah.
So if you click like this,
Okay.
and then you just rotate it.
how did that get on there?
It's on my I can place
It's part of
10-foot
his
line when I
skill.
cast the spell.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to remove it, but I can place it.
Yeah, how do I should be able to?
Oh, found it.
It's a different tool. It's like measurement or something. No, drawing tools. I don't
There
know.
you go.
Perfect. And then I'll have just Rexy, I guess, attack
Okay.
this one.
Okay, go ahead and roll that up.
Let's see. It's going to do Dust Bite.
Das Bite.
Das Bite. Wow, that's impossible to see. 14.
Shoot. The rat. Oh, wait, hold on. This is. Full saves. Okay, no, it just misses.
Ooh. Then I'm just going to do it one more then.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got 2 actions there. So go ahead and roll again.
17.
17. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Perfect. 7 damage.
You take a nice nasty chunk out of that rat, which if you hover over it, it should now show the damage
Your
rate.
death.
Yes.
How does it taste?
Like victory.
Okay. Flynn, you're up.
Asmara's bosom, I told you not to mention rats. Pulls out the sword, draws his short sword, and then he's gonna mumble some words while like waving his hand over the sword, and unsheathing it almost, but he does magic, and then I'm going to do gouging claw spell strike. So what that does is I do an attack roll. I gotta remember how spell strike works. Hold on. So I do.
You basically,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, you roll as if swinging with the short sword, and it does that damage plus the effect applied.
Oh,
as well.
I unsheathed the sword. I forgot it was already sheathed. It was already unsheathed. It was drawn. Okay, and then attack, and then roll. So I got that, and then
Hit by 7.
I do damage, and then I do the damage of gouging claw, right?
Yes.
So it goes bloop, and then I get to choose. Hold on, slashing or piercing. What was this? This is also versatile, so I get to choose. I guess it's just slashing for both. And then
Okay.
roll damage. There. So he takes that much.
Okay.
And that is...
How do you want to do this?
So he waves his hand over the sword, like a magic incantation, slashes, and as the sword passes through the rat, a claw follows behind it and just rips it into shreds. And he's just like, ugh, I hate rats.
Oh.
So 3 pieces of rat now, or 4 actually, of 3 claws. Slops down right next to you. Your turn, Rubrak.
Alright, I'm going, with my ball and chain retracted back to me after my missed attack, I'm going to yell, Germasis take ye! And I'm going to attack the rat. Miss! I'm going to attack the rat. Oh, wait, whoops, wrong one. That would have missed anyways. Okay. And I'm going to attack the rat. I have failed to attack the rat.
The chain just goes
Rats.
swinging wildly.
It's just, my arm hurts. It's
Yeah, I
messing
got
me up
bit.
a bit. Alright, next up. The rat.
The rat smirks as it will now try to do the same to you. I got confused. I was hovering the action HUD. I was like, what is this rat doing with devotion spells? And I realized I had you selected. Okay. So the rat bites you again, growing ever more confident. Sinks in.
Ow!
Take 4 damage as it goes for 2 more strikes. 1 misses, and the second one you're ready for it. So as it lunges at you, it critically misses. You're able to stop it kind of midair and slam it against the pillar next to you. You were ready, so it'll pop, lose 1 point of damage for being slammed against the wall there.
Take that.
And that's its
rat.
turn. Ditchy.
All right.
Ditchy,
I will flick this one in the nose now.
Gain double panache.
Yes. Because this was a different one, right?
Yeah,
The first one was the one that died.
correct.
Yeah. So let's do this and this and this.
Okay, this rat is now about to do a will DC.
I forgot I changed stuff about my characters, so don't mind me. I'm just gonna change it real quick.
So this rat was built different, as it kind of scurries back as it sees the sword coming. You just miss its nose.
Wow.
It is not affected by it.
Well
It's
done.
still dialed in.
Commendable. In that case, I will. I will just come across it with my scythe.
Go ahead and roll that attack.
This one, I think. Sir.
That'll hit.
Excellent. Damage me.
So you get a solid strike there. You manage to get a nice gash in the rat's back.
Okay.
I believe you have 1 more action.
I do. I think I'll do the same once again. So now I will click the +3 one instead, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the rat was ready for you this time, as the second strike goes a little wide.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and bop it over to Jacob.
Okay.
Get bopped.
Like, get bopped, nerd.
What did we say about casting spells through?
If it's a
enemies?
ranged attack,
Partial
I-
cover.
cover. It's a less cover, so it's +1. So you basically take a -1.
You don't
So not
add that,
huge.
he'll add that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I see the rat that's chewing up our knightly friend over there, and I'm going to shout, "Hey, stop it!" and fire off a basically purplish blast at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack. Shoot. That. Hey, stop! The rat just glares at you and sees that blast of light coming at it. Unfortunately, goes wide.
Alright, then I'm gonna pull on the edge of our skeleton friend's cloak and say, maybe you'll have better luck than me, and give you some guidance.
Okay, can you drop that in the chat there?
Yeah.
Then I can do spell effect, guidance. You also get immunity from it. Okay,
What is
and
it?
next up,
Oh, immunity from guidance. Got it.
You can't get it
yeah,
again.
so basically
for
nobody can cast it on you.
24 hours. Yeah.
This one is still locked in combat with you there.
Yes.
Takes a swipe, misses. This is now turned into an elegant dance. Jumps back around and nicks you on your arm.
I shall name you Wormtongue.
Peter Pettigrew.
Peter Pettigrew.
It goes for one more bite, but unfortunately you have grown privy to its move pattern and have started to dodge it. Now we have the barrel battle up at the top, as it's going to try to return the damage that Dechi did to it. It makes 3 attacks, just kind of a series chomp, chomp, chomp. The first one you kind of curl back, but you almost lose your balance on the barrel, so it's able to make the next 2 successfully.
And I'm gonna attack it as it does with ranged reprisal.
Okay, after that first attack, it hits.
And then I kind of smack it with my my ball and chain.
So how does that work? Is it after it goes for an ally?
After if my ally was it's up here somewhere.
Go ahead and click on that so it refreshes it.
Yeah. Wait. This other one is. Where's the actual one? Basically, 15 feet. If it's within 15 feet of me, if an ally's within 15 feet of me, and I can reach.
Within reach.
Yeah. I can smack them.
Is it the retributive strike?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you would take the damage.
You would take the damage.
Because
yes.
it's in retaliation. So the rat takes 1 bite out of Dechi before. How do you want to do this? You.
Basically, I just I don't have the room to whirl my flail around my head, so I just kind of like fastball it at the rat.
Okay, so just kind of like half throw it. Boom! As the rat kind of topples off and clambers under the staircase here.
Bam, bam, bam. Like the crit sound from Breath of the Wild when you throw a weapon.
Yeah, like that. Okay, excellent. Nice work. So that's the end of that guy's turn. Guard.
I feel enlightened. I feel blessed by the guidance of my friend.
You feel led, perhaps.
Led. And I feel a little frosty. So I cast ray of frost.
All right, everyone, chill.
Alright,
Wow.
27.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna crit. So go ahead and roll that damage.
first
You're
crit.
targeting.
Like, you just sub-zeroed that thing, my dude.
Do I double it?
Yeah. Well, don't worry about the math
Okay.
there.
Killed yourself.
Oh wait, hold on. How did?
So how it worked is as it nicked me in the arm, and as it went for the second bite, I caught it around the neck and just blasted it with a frost ray of energy right into its neck
Classic.
Oh, I love it.
before letting it go and having it fall onto the ground with its head half frozen.
Just shatters.
Yep.
Absolutely classic.
And then
Okay.
I point to the last remaining one. Rexy, get.
Use chomp.
Can I move to there?
Oh, can you not?
Oh, I'm on. Never mind. I think I was on the wrong thing. I was on the wrong thing.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take one bite because I moved. So it's gonna try to bite it.
That's gonna hit. Crunch.
Indeed,
Turns
crunch.
out a dinosaur is a good thing to have around.
Generally.
Okay. I'll kick it over to Flynn. Or that was all your moves,
Yep, that's-
right?
Oh, that's it.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh, you
sorry.
there, Caleb?
Yeah, I was paying attention to something else. Alright, cool. Seeing that he's over there, and the battle's almost over, so I don't need to do that. Do I want to be cool, or do I just want to, like, hit it? I'll just walk up and hit it
I
with
think you
another
answered
one.
your own question.
Okay, so cool it is. From where he stands, he looks to the last rat here, and he just kind of like jumps and disappears, and then reappears behind the rat out of the jump and slashes him with the same gouging claw combo. Magic on the sword, straight through it. Make a
So it
strike.
says you tumble through space?
Yep.
I thought it said you
That'll hit.
fumble through space.
Oh, and then I can target it, and it'll do the damage. And then gouging claw, slashing as well. Double max
How
damage.
do you
Better
want to do
hit.
this?
Comes out of the the warp, just same way as before, into a billion pieces. Dun dun.
So, Caleb, for dimensional soul, it says you tumble through space, making
Yeah.
a short dimensional hop. I thought it said you fumble through space, like you kind of trip and roll around.
Oh, and then you make a melee strike against one creature, so I get another hit. So it's just bam, 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 bam.
Well, it's dead anyways.
Yeah, I know, but it's 3.
He's dead, Jim.
All right, it's my
Okay,
turn.
and with
Everything
that-
around me is dead.
Yep, we're gonna end the encounter.
I'm gonna go shake my hand because it kind of hurts, and goes, well, that hurt.
Where's the rest of them? Ugh.
If my instincts are serving me well, you'll probably down there. I'm gonna like point down, into the hole. That's where we're gonna find the giant rat that makes all the rules. So,
Well then,
and
I
I'm
guess you
also
first
gonna
again.
cast. Yeah, it says, give me a moment, and I'm going to cast, lay on hands on myself. If I'm gonna cast lay on hands on myself, and I'm gonna keep
would
my, ball and chain out as I head on forward.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
I will follow. and mention I can't believe it was digging rats.
You see my T-Rex kind of like nudge one with his nose before scarfing it down.
Okay. Well, that one's out of existence there. I like to. Oh,
Yeah.
Dechi was underneath. I like to think that he just ate it right in front of Dechi. Kind of gave him a little scare.
He definitely did. He looked directly at Dechi while eating it too.
What a psychopath! Staring someone right in the eyes as you eat something.
I want to walk up closest to Dechi and be like, well, now I don't have to feed him tonight.
I think that thing feeds itself.
I look at Dechi. Yes.
Barbaric?
Yes, he does. Before moving on.
Taking a step forward.
Okay. So as you make your way down this hole, which seems a bit large, or not larger for a rat, not large in general. The T-Rex just barely squeezes through there. For any larger, about just T-Rex sized.
If
I
it ate
squeezed the
another
hole.
rat,
Yeah.
Like
that would've been
how big is the T-Rex, bro?
It's a medium-sized creature, so it's pretty small.
Okay. Like the size of a Utah Raptor or something like that?
Yeah, like, yeah. Not you can't ride it. It's not big enough
Yeah.
to ride.
it. Yet.
Yet.
Yes, yet for sure. Yes, it will be soon.
Can we tell how the hole was formed? Like, does it look like it just kind of collapsed or something blew it up?
Go ahead and make a perception check for that. Go ahead and make that
Oh,
line GM roll.
can I use the roll I made?
Oh, that's
You have to swap the
there we go.
Okay. At first glance, you can tell that the tunnel opens into the basement. So that's a pretty easy first glance there, as you can see by the graphics. Whatever got its way in, got in through this tunnel and not the reverse. Somebody didn't conspire within the fishery to tunnel outward to steal stuff. Rob Rose, because I finally updated your name. You look on the walls and you see it's almost been chiseled with some crude tools almost. So this tunnel has been worked on for a little while. And as you kind of get closer towards the end where the rubble is here, you can tell this is relatively new that they've widened it up this much.
Sorry, say that again. Where's what's chiseled?
Oh, the walls that
Oh, okay.
you are kind of walking. That's
Yeah.
not just like dig, 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 dig. There's crude tool marks.
what's chiseled is actually my frog abs.
You're just standing as he's inspecting the wall, and then like that.
Yes, it's me.
what are
I am
these?
the chiseled. Okay.
Eh,
All right, I'm going to keep on stepping forwards. Keep
Okay,
on
so
stepping
what you
forwards.
see in front of you, you find yourself in a cavern that seems to stretch endlessly beneath the streets of Atari.
Hmm.
Who knows what menace could be lurking down here? Up ahead, the passageway ends in a cliff that plunges sharply into the darkness. So as you peer over, you can tell the cliff is probably around 10 feet tall, which is just enough that if you were just to leap off, you would cause yourself a little bit of damage.
Hmm. I'm gonna shout back to the rest of the group. Careful, there's a ledge over here. Looks to be somewhat steep, so watch your step.
yeah.
All right then.
Especially for the lizard dog. I don't know how well they can climb.
Those rats were quite large, but do you think they could have done this? And he looks back to the wall. The tunnel, the entire shape of it.
Well, it was going in, right? So it had to be rats or some kind of something. So like a rat monster or I don't know.
Yeah, but to bore through
Maybe there's someone
stone-
down here like a king rat who's like, hey, I bust into their cellar and steal all the fish. Jay.
A rat.
Yeah, maybe that
king.
happened.
20
Yeah,
gold,
rat
20
king.
gold, 20 gold, 20 gold, 20 gold.
Bones of the rats unwillingly taken.
But everybody stop saying rats! Just get through here. How steep was the drop again? It was, what was it,
10 feet.
10?
Yes,
But if
all-
we
it appears to be
purposely
somewhat
jump, we
climbable.
don't take damage, right?
We do take
Hmm?
damage.
But
Yes,
I,
if you jump, you take damage.
but it's 10. I thought if you purposely jumped, it negates the first 10 feet of fall damage.
I mean, if you have, like, a fly feet or something. I don't know. Or it's
I
an
thought-
acrobatics
let me take a
check
look.
or whatever.
If you fall more than 5 feet, I think that's D&D, that's 10 feet.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So metagaming, since it's 10 feet, you take damage equal to half the distance you fell when you land. So 10 feet would be 5 damage.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, would it be half the distance of the 5 feet past the purposeful jump?
Total. There's
Okay.
just 5 feet's the safety.
Okay.
I'd second guess it, but I imported the guide here, which basically
Yeah.
spells it out for me. Would any of you like to climb down? Potentially use
Well,
item of some sort?
Let me take a look. Do I got any rope? I got rope.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
I have,
take out
I
my
have
50
two
feet
items.
of rope.
I have my weapon and my
string
coin
it
pouch.
down. String it down. Tie
I've,
it
I've
to
also
a rock.
got
Okay.
I've got my ball and chain, which is at least got 10 feet of length, so I can throw down the heavy end for anyone who wants to use the chain.
I'm gonna just use my rope.
Oh, wait,
thanks.
I have-
I think it's
yeah,
more
I got
sturdy.
rope.
I
Yeah.
just tie it to a rock,
I was
climb down,
probably
pull it.
Wrong place.
Okay. Cool. So, Flynn, go ahead and make a acrobatics or athletics check for me.
Oh, with the rope.
Since you know the result pretty instantaneously, that can be public. As mentioned, I'll say
Okay.
private when
Athletics.
it's required.
Frick. Wait, it
Yeah.
said no active encounter. Oh, okay. So you have to use skills when it's not an encounter. That's weird.
Okay. The rope seems to be quite sturdy. You're able to lower yourself down. You make it towards the bottom. You slip ever so slightly, but due to the stabilization of the rope, you catch your balance easily, and you are
Cool.
safely at the bottom.
Anyone else? Am I the
guess
the only
I
one who
will.
wants the reward here?
All right, then I'll also.
Good luck to the T-Rex is all I'm saying.
Okay. To save a little bit of time here, everybody go ahead and roll athletics.
Unless you just don't come, I guess.
Yeah, unless you really don't want to come.
I don't, but 20
Oh,
gold,
boy.
20 gold, 20 gold, 20 gold.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, hey, two buddies.
Surprise, the T-Rex can't really climb a rope that well.
It tries to hold on with its teeth. It doesn't work. Great.
So everybody,
Just imagining Anjanap jump.
one by one, Rabaros lowers himself down through the rope, followed by Guard. Fidget makes her way. Uh-oh.
Ah, sorry.
Conflicts.
There we go. which leaves us with Dechi and Rexy. Which, I'm going to say for this case, Dechi starts lowering himself down on the rope. He gets a little too anxious, starts clambering down, slips,
Because he sees the
takes
dinosaur.
out Dechi, and both of them just kind of land in a pile, like, right down here. And both of them will take 5 damage there. Which I can.
I give my hand out to Dechi to help him stand up.
I'm gonna call back. Is everyone okay back there?
No.
Really?
Sorry.
The frogman? All right.
Sorry.
The T-Rex
Dechi,
ate
5.
too many rats.
And Dechi isn't looking very good right now.
Wait, so my spell can't heal him, even though it's positive?
Nope.
Correct, it's positive damage. It's specified. It's not just positive energy.
So then,
That's
would it
kind
have
of
done
annoying.
damage to the rat?
No.
because the rat's not undead. Only
Specifically
undead.
calls out a target of 1 undead creature.
Yeah.
Or
Like, I have
anything that
a
takes
special-
positive, yeah.
I think I've got a special paladin thing that lets me cast Lay on Hands either as a heal or an whatchamacallit, anti-undead thing.
Oh. Well, here, I'll use one of the neat features of heal, and if I cast it as a 3-action spell, it's a 30-foot burst.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Really quick, can you move up once? Wait, no, yeah, I'm in range.
Oh, so whoever's in range
Actually.
gets that.
Yeah.
I think you just
Do I have
hit
to
healing,
heal first, or
and
place-
then well, everybody gets 1. Womp. I believe everyone, if you click on yourself, you can click heal, and it'll give it to you.
Nice.
I can need a little more practice and wiggle my fingers a bit.
Okay, everybody can select their own token and heal that 1 there.
Dechi.
Yeah, what?
I reach
Yo.
out my hand to help Dechi stand up.
Oh, do you know how to heal yourself there, Robert?
Do I just change my current HP?
Sure, but you
Oh,
can
you
also
can, or if
click
you
on
select
your
your token.
token and just click the button.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then click heal. Yeah, that'll work.
That'll be nice for weird calculations later.
Yeah.
Click my token and then click heal. Where's the heal?
So it's in the chat. So where it says
Yo!
fidget. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay.
What's this
Okay.
weird green stuff in the corner?
It's kind of like moss and growth.
Okay. Nothing too unusual.
Would you like to roll for that?
Sure.
Go ahead and make it blind.
I'll walk on it.
I'm gonna be staring
Well,
down
actually,
this way to
sorry,
see if
nature.
I can.
That is nature.
While I'm getting,
Apologies.
I like grab guard's hand and
Nature.
stand up and be like, "Thanks, man. I kind of thought that T-Rex climbing down was gonna be a problem."
Yeah. I thought he was gonna jump.
Well, in the way he kind of did.
Fair.
Jumped you.
He's lucky he already ate.
You look back and Rexy is kind of like doing like apology, kind of like dog did something bad, kind of like
Those videos where like there's like
Bad
clearly a
T-Rex.
destroyed room and then the dog looking like refusing to look the owner in the eye.
yes, that one.
It is just like, did you do this? And they're like, no, I don't see the room.
Let's go back over to Jacob's character. Yeah, as with your nature check there, these appear to be very harmless vine structures, much in the category of moss in this world. You could think of an equivalent of.
Mm.
The mushrooms, while
Mushroom.
not, yeah, the growth there is pretty common for this humidity, so you know that there's some source of water somewhere down here, making the climate enough for these plants to grow. There we go. That was the sentence.
And I picked one
overall-
of the mushrooms.
Okay.
I
You seem
I
to
also
recall, like-
rolled a nature check, Andrew, too. For
You can see exactly the same. You were
Okay.
both in the ballpark. They are edible, but they don't taste great. So no benefits, but in a pinch, you could eat them.
I want to carry the mushroom. It looks like it's as big as me.
Okay. Cool. So, how would you all like to progress?
think
I
the-
guess I'll head for first again.
Take the lead, soldier
Okay.
boy.
I
Go ahead
have
and
I have picked up my glow stick and am leading the charge.
okay. As you peek into the next room, there, you see the tunnel open into a large chamber. Patches of glowing blue fungus cling to the ceiling. You can just barely make out vast strands of webbing across the floor. But as you bring your torch closer, you can see that this room is coated in webbing,
It's one of
stretching
these.
between the stalactites like shimmering curtains.
Gods.
I'm gonna call back. Do we have any fire? Anyone got any fire spells around here?
I've got some fire.
Afraid I'm not
Yeah,
specialized in that, my friend.
We've probably got a spider problem.
No.
Yeah.
Spiders I can handle. It's the rats that get me.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh. Huh. Huh.
Do you want to burn this stuff
guy
away?
really doesn't like rats.
Maybe not yet, but it might be prudent to have something flammable on hand.
We have torches, don't we?
We do.
Well then, I
So
guess
I'm gonna kind of step forward. I'm actually going to. I'm gonna step forward, pause, and sort of actually light my torch so that it's no longer just a glow stick, so that it's on fire as well.
Okay. You may do that. The lighting doesn't
Yeah,
change.
it doesn't
so
change. Yeah, no.
there's-
I just want to have a source of fire so I could start burning things if necessary.
I'm fumbling with my glass orbs. I'm trying to hold this like king pillow-sized mushroom.
That's a big mushroom.
mushrooms.
Mushroom.
I don't have mushroom to carry anything else.
Okay, you've got your lineup here. You're all waiting on each other.
Yeah.
Who would
So
like to
I'm
take the
going
first
to-
action?
I'll take a step closer to this right here, and kind of just out of curiosity, I'm just gonna start placing my torch next to the spider webs just to see if it will even burn.
Okay.
Why so timid
You
lad?
kind of keep your torch.
Sorry.
Oh, so as you move your torch around, it takes a second, as the web seems to be sticky and almost a little bit moist, but eventually it does catch a little fire as it slowly works its way back towards the back of the room.
Hmm.
So just kind of slowly climbing there.
Yeah. Should we stop this before, like, the entire thing goes up?
The shrugs.
Eh,
Spiders don't like me.
I would like to peer deeper into the room with
Yeah.
my
Okay.
eyeballs.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm gonna do the same. just kind of like?
I'm
This
keeping a
is
lookout.
gonna be
Oh wait,
blind.
it'd be blind
Right.
general.
I mean, he
Pretty
didn't
funny
say.
that the perception check is blind.
Do you want me to re-roll mine, Andrew? I accidentally hit the wrong one.
Sure, yeah. Okay. So you all peer into
Oh,
the
I
room.
got lag. That was
weird.
Wah wah.
Yeah,
Wah,
I think
wah.
you figured out what you got. Flynn is currently very concentrated on the light there. Like, should we do this? While the rest of you peer around the room, the webs are now casting dancing shadows against the wall. So it's hard to tell, but guard. In the back corner of the room, you swear you caught some movement. True movement, not of shadow.
Care! Movement in the back right of the room. Oh, I do have dark vision, by the way.
Oh, let me fix that for you then.
I forgot to mention that.
Bro,
Yeah,
I want to be.
okay,
I want to
perfect.
congratulate you for being the first D&D player in the history of D&D to not shout out that they had dark vision in like the first 5 seconds of the campaign.
That's true.
I kind of forgot.
I have dark vision, by the way.
I have dark.
Did you know I have
activate it
dark
now.
vision?
Here, let me attach that to your prototype token so that from here on out, what is it? In the shadow, a leg. Hairy leg.
Harry Potter, is that you?
Hairy leg.
A spider in the back of the room. The fire seems to be drawing it out. Actually, I don't know about that, but
Just making a whole bunch of
movements-
assumptions.
I was making a ton of assumptions.
You can
Thought
your
you should
character
know.
can make assumptions. There's a spider web in the room, so I would call that reasonable.
I'm gonna.
Well, I'm like, I don't know if the fire's drawing it out, but
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna prepare a spell. Do I have to specify what spell? Or like,
Not if you don't want to.
yeah, I'm gonna
everyone-
prepare to attack if it approaches within reasonable distance about here.
be on your guard.
I'm gonna toss the torch a little bit into the room so I can grab my ball and chain with both hands.
Okay. So where are you tossing? Could you ping that?
Just like right here.
Okay. As you do that, it kind of bounces off the web, and you see what appears to be the room shake a little bit as the entire webbing structure was very sensitive to movement.
I don't like this.
It's like a giant
As-
trap.
Guard intently looks at the corner. He sees one leg, two leg, three creep around the side as you are met face
Kill
to
it with
face.
Thankfully,
With-
the web's already burning.
A rat spider.
A rider.
If I can, I'm casting. I had prepared to cast Ray of Frost. I was holding it. Just
Okay, so I'll let that fire
Alright.
off, and then we'll start combat.
I guess, can I do a nature check to see if I recognize this beast?
Sure. So let's do. I'm gonna resolve Caleb's first here.
I missed.
Yes, indeed you did. It goes wide. The shadows are playing tricks on your eyes as it scurries around. And then, guard, go ahead and make a nature check as you were dialed in there.
I did. 17.
Okay. 17. You would seem to recall this one. You know it well, for it is a more common creature. This one is your generic, run-of-the-mill, giant spider.
Guys, it's a generic run-of-the-mill giant spider.
As far as you
I
are
think we could have guessed
aware,
that one.
there aren't any additional, like, weaknesses or resistances or anything. This is just gonna be a straight out slugfest.
They don't
we have
like
any grenades?
Axe body spray.
What axe?
If you have raid,
What?
use it now.
Shadow Legends.
Okay. And with
Um,
that, I would like everybody to roll initiative.
2 initiatives in 1 session. Wow, that's more than
Wow.
like a whole month in my other campaign.
Now, just so you're aware, any place you see a web, if you actively pass through that, that is difficult terrain. So it'll eat 2 tiles for the price of 1.
but I started burning here, and you said it crept up to like right here, and I also threw the torch right here.
Correct.
How
I was
how's that?
just about to mark that.
Okay.
So there we go. So all this is burnt and started to clear itself. There we go. Can you see that?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's difficult
So-
terrain, like anywhere there's webs visibly.
Correct. Okay, guard, you're up.
Sure. I'm just going to place my hand on Rexy, and I'm going to use Protect Companion. It gets a +1 circumstance bonus to AC until my next turn. And then
Shine.
I can, if I want to, use the life block reaction, which essentially, like, if it takes damage, I subtract the damage by 10, but then I take 5 damage.
Yeah. I tacked on the effect
perfect.
there, so if you hover it.
And then I'm just gonna have Rexy kind of still stay in the group, but can it prepare to, like, if a creature gets close, to kind of like try to bite it or something if it gets within its range?
That takes a reaction, if I remember correctly. Old companions.
Oh yeah, how...
get-
I'll look.
I just like prepared action, you know what I mean?
They can't do the reaction, so no.
Okay, so animal commands can't do. Okay, then. Well, I mean, I'm gonna keep him back anyway.
Okay,
And I'll just end my turn there.
cool. And I'll kick it to the next person. Dechi.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try out one for all.
Ooh.
And and I guess I'll say to Ravros, I'll be like, hey, Shiny, nice work on the rats. This guy's just a giant rat. You got him.
Does that do
and
any effects, or is that just
He
Oh, here we
gets
go.
a aid. And I believe that can be used.
Oh, you have to use the aid reaction to help that ally. So you can roll your diplomacy in place of the usual aid check, which I don't know what that is.
It depends on the task.
Yeah.
So you can just go ahead and roll a diplomacy check, and then I can.
And you get
Adjust that accordingly.
panache if it exceeds the very hard DC, which is, I guess, the like critical success or something. I don't know.
It's based on level. I've got this.
Ah,
Okay, so should I roll the diplomacy now?
Yeah.
it says it's a reaction. I don't know.
Oh, it is.
Which,
Yeah.
Which is weird because this is an action.
So basically, what it means is next time Matt takes his turn, or Rabaros, he gets to help him or something. Is that what it means? Hold on, let's take a look. Aid. Aid. You try to help your ally with a task. To use this reaction, you must first prepare to help, usually by using an action during your turn. You must explain to GM exactly how you're trying to help, and they determine whether you can aid your ally. So, I guess... that counts as the preparation to aid, so then later on his next turn he can do it or something. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. When you use your aid reaction...
so whatever he tries to do next.
Yeah. But he has to, like, say how he's gonna help him.
Okay.
Well, I think my help is just bolstering with the words.
Yes, it counts as the preparation. That's what that means. Okay, that makes sense. The words is the help.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll out diplomacy there.
I think the diplomacy is when it goes off.
That's what I was thinking too.
So,
Okay,
like,
then we
when
can
Matt
just
does
be,
a
like, the
thing,
replace-
then you roll that, and it's like a bardic inspiration, but you roll it. Okay, weird.
Yeah, that's the way. Okay, cool. Then we can roll that later. Then that would be reaction.
Which
Prepping
is
action,
he hasn't
so-
used his reaction, so if something else triggers a reaction and he wants to choose whatever, then yeah.
I'm
Like-
thinking that it's just an action for me, right? It's like a full action for me to do this.
One for all is the action,
Yeah,
So I
it's
would
the-
assume
and then aid is the
So I would
reaction later.
assume it wouldn't use my reaction as well because I'm not going to say something later.
Well, aid as the action says it needs an action to prepare it, and then it needs to use your reaction to execute it. So it's like
Yeah.
you're still cheering him on when he does it or something, and that's your reaction, I guess. I don't know.
So I have to spend an action and a reaction just to
Well, for
just to
right,
say words and help this guy.
I would just call it. You can save your reaction there because it's just a reaction. So as soon as he runs up to do something, you can call it then. So you still have 3 actions, and then you save the reaction for when he does something, and then you can pop that off.
And success is +1?
I think it would just
Okay,
be
weird.
my action, and I would just have like a reaction still. Because it clearly is an action for me. Like it's in my actions bar.
This action counts as sufficient preparation. When you use the aid reaction to help that ally, you can roll diplomacy. So it's just is a enhanced aid, basically. Wait.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It does show. Okay.
Rules.
The way that I see it is, or the way that makes sense to me, is like it's like a full action for me, and I'm like I'm like pumping up my guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then whenever like he has to make a roll for whatever aid that could be used on, he could opt to use the my diplomacy roll instead. I
In
think.
place of the usual check for aid. So aid is usually what? I don't know.
It depends on the action there.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, so yeah, I think this is a conflict of swashbuckler ability overrides rules as written there.
Yeah, weird. Wait, is it that he
Okay.
gets the diplomacy instead of the usual? Yeah, that's what the special thing is. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then for your case, very hard is diplomacy, and unfortunately, you did roll there. It's a DC 20 check for level 1.
Rip. So he doesn't get the thing?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, does it happen when?
When you
Does
bolster,
it
yeah,
happen
we're
right
not
now
using.
or when? Oh.
If we're not using the reaction, then it happens right now.
Okay.
Weird.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. That was a divide of aid rules versus swashbucklering. Okay. So there is one action.
Sorry.
All right.
What's it? New system.
Intense music though.
Okay. Right. Just trying to think of. So like, would the critical success just be like if I rolled a 20?
Or if you cleared the ability by 10.
So Pathfinder, that system is kind of weird now. 20 doesn't even mean that you succeed.
It means you up it by 1 level.
Yeah.
So if you tried an impossible task, rolled a 20,
Like
say you were aiming for a
so-
40 difficulty class, while that would technically, rolling a 20 would have been a critical failure, it bumps it up to a normal failure.
That's an example.
So it's like it's impossible for me to like get a critical success on the one for all.
Correct. At this level.
Okay.
Later on, when you bop up your diplomacy to become trained and expert, it's gonna get a lot
it's
easier.
gonna get nutty. Yeah. It's level 1.
Oh, okay. All right. I will. Do it again. Wait, yeah. Oh, yes. So like I could never get panache from it. Right?
Not now. Later.
If I'm reading it right, if
Oh, it
it
doesn't
meets or
mean it-
exceeds the very hard DC,
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a critical
you would-
success.
would get it.
Oh.
Right now, you're aiming to
So
be
it-
for a 20. A level 1.
Is this a very hard DC?
A very hard means +5. And DC, a level 1 DC is looking at a 15 base, so a very hard level 1 thing is +5. That's the all for 1 DC being the 20. That kind of makes sense. I can show you the page here.
Yeah.
It took me a little while to get it. So how Pathfinder works is you have a quote-unquote base level, and then each task or item you craft will be in a quote-unquote level.
Yeah.
And then so you take the DC because it's for your character's level, so that would be level 1, DC 15, and then adjustments is if you're going for something very hard, you add +5.
Okay, so
Long story short,
why
it's
is my DC 20 as opposed to 15? Just
Uh,
for the check.
it's a very hard level 1 check. So if you look at table 10.6, there's adjustments. So when you get to like level 13, that'll increase as well. But let me think of a different example here.
Like, is this just very hard every time I try to do it?
Correct.
Oh.
To get the panache.
I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
I think we may want to save some of the specifics for later, considering it's almost 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get this. The DC check is not a...
Easy thing.
It's a learning curve.
I trust you know what you're doing.
I spent a good hour studying it because it drove me mad. Long story, it's weird. A very hard level 1 check is 20.
And basically, it's just spider very hard.
But I'm not doing it on Spider.
I
I'm
don't
doing it on my boy.
Yeah, it's that's the level 1. I can explain it after the fight there.
Okay.
You got two actions.
I'm just gonna do it 3 times this turn, so. So I'm just gonna do it again,
Okay.
I guess.
Go ahead and make it diplomacy.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not quite enough there either.
Yeah, and I'll do it again.
Oh,
Same exact roll. Oh.
Yeah.
rip, bruh. You needed a 14.
Level 1 be tough.
Yeah, level 1 Clown Fiesta, let's go.
Okay. That's your turn there, I guess. 3 actions.
Yeah.
Okay, Flynn.
Alright, I had cast a spell, so I'm going to... after I had shot off the ice and he's inspiring him, I pulled back some of that leftover energy and start glowing. Arcane Cascade stance. Can I just drag this on myself? Is that how it works?
Yep.
Select damage type and then nothing, right? Just save? Oh,
Yeah.
we both did it.
There we go. I remove mine.
Yeah. Alright, so Arcane Cascade, and then I am going to... What do I want to do here? I had an idea. Yeah, I'll just shoot it again. Just pull it back, charge up, fire again, Ray of Frost.
Fires in spurts.
And attack roll. Miss again.
Man.
Nether wide blast.
Hard to hit it in this entangled mess.
Also, may I attempt to wield the mushroom as a shield? Very crude shield.
Is there like improvised
I'll
shield?
give you a +1 circumstance bonus.
That's
Sounds
what
good.
like full shields give +1.
I'll give it +2 because it's big, but then -1 since it's improvised.
That's a big mushroom.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm a small character.
It's gonna skirt over and attempt to attack you. Oh, did I not? Okay. Did it? Okay, fangs. There we go. It'll bite.
Oh no, fidget.
Takes 2 bites at you. The first one solidly hits.
Oh boy!
So we're gonna
Oh.
do some.
And I just credit
damage.
it as a response.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish off Fidget first,
Yeah, yeah.
and then we'll get your reaction.
Oh no! Wait, you're finishing off Fidget. She's
No,
dead.
no.
Okay, so you first take. There we go. 5 damage, and can I have you make a Fortitude saving throw?
What visibility?
You'll know the result instantly, so public's fine.
Whee.
Excellent.
Good job.
You can kind of feel like this substance entering your body, but you kind of fight it off, and you're good. And go, Rabaros. I see you landed a very nice critical hit there.
So I did hit the critical option.
Not for your assault hit. Oh, sorry. Yes, you're correct. You can hit the critical.
Okay,
option.
hit critical. Very
Give that
nice.
a nice bop there. That spider.
Oh, boy.
Is recoiling.
It's
It
badly
is
hurt.
not happy. And that brings it to your turn.
All right.
I like that he has
take-
reactions already.
I'll take a step forward. Like, it's reaction. As long as somebody else gets hurt, I get to do revenge.
Yeah.
Well, you
Oh.
get 1 reaction per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I take a step forward, and I am. Oh, that counts as my movement, and I'm going to attempt. I'm going to attempt to smack it again.
Okay, go ahead and roll that up.
Miss.
Miss.
Miss. And I'm going to attempt to smack it again. Miss.
It's now locked eyes with you. You are primary threat. It doesn't want
Yeah.
you to get a hold on it. Which brings us to Fidget's turn.
Let's see.
Fidget, it's bleeding. Bring it down.
I'm gonna.
Or I don't know. I don't know your name.
We
I
don't.
said it earlier when we were
Oh.
introducing ourselves, the shopkeeper.
Oh.
But
I don't
I'm
remember your
going
name.
to,
Mushroom, it's bleeding. Bring it down.
Look into the spider's eyes and kind of like give it a mental jolt. Let's see here. Let's make a will save.
Failed.
Right.
It gates stunned. Oh no, that's a critical failure.
So all of a
wow.
sudden you see the spider recoil as it kind of stumbles backwards. It is not looking very good.
I wave my mushroom menacingly at it.
I guess that takes an action.
Sure.
you taunt it with the mushroom. You know, you can attempt to demoralize it.
Does
That
it
is-
have morals?
So demoralizes with a sudden shout, a well-timed taunt, or a cutting put-down. You can shake an enemy's resolve. Choose a creature within 30 feet of you who are you're aware of. Attempt an intimidation check against the target's will DC. If the target does not understand the language you are speaking, or you're not speaking the language, you take a -4 circumstance penalty to the check. Regardless of your result, the target is temporarily immune to your attempts to demoralize for 10 minutes. On a success, the target becomes frightened 1, and on a critical success, it's frightened 2.
Go ahead and roll intimidation, I guess.
-24.
Wow.
-4
That's 19.
20.
Oh, it's
20.
20. What am I saying? Oh, wow.
against a will save.
Fear
The spider recoils in fear.
The pain and fear.
It quickly
It crit failed! Oh, yeah!
It doesn't like mushrooms. I guess.
I don't know what you did, but keep it up. I think it's working.
Small people were wielding equivalently sized mushrooms.
Skeletor, you're a. I don't.
We've defeated Andrew. Huzzah!
I'm gonna use Purifying Icicle. Overkill.
Overkill.
I evoke.
I evoke the life essence into the form of water and freeze it, launching a giant icicle at a foe.
Okay. Go ahead
pity the
and
foe.
make an attack roll. Since you got 2 people in the way, that'll be
19.
a -1.
18.
Doesn't matter. Go ahead and damage that.
13.
Oh, shoot.
That's a lot.
How do you want to do this?
That's a lot of damage.
Life comes from water, and water from life. But when frozen, water stands still, and so soon shall you.
Ah.
And a razor-sharp icicle appears out of like the moisture in the air over the spider before falling and piercing its abdomen through.
Nice.
And a resounding. The body falls over. motionless. Dead.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
I need to get one of those. It's no
That's-
longer spooked.
My best spell.
Oh no, I can't believe your frightened thing only lasted 1 round. Half a round.
From me wiggling a mushroom at it.
Mushroom, mushroom.
Badger, 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 badger.
Patrick.
The fire is spreading ever so slightly, more of a slight ember than anything very threatening.
I want to see if the spider is hoarding any treasure.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Nice.
Huh.
Getting to roll it private.
Do you want us to roll this one private, Andrew?
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, private.
Perception
You
to.
still get
Wait,
used to that.
wait, private or blind?
I'm sorry.
private
What are
blind.
what are
Sorry.
we doing? We're looking at.
They're searching for treasure in the room, so
Oh, okay. I'll
perception
look around
check.
casually. Private blind. Or blind gem.
Oh, we're still in combat.
Oh, sorry. Let me boop.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my torch.
Okay. So everybody kind of
eat that, Rexy.
goes around the room, searching. But Dechi, in particular, a dark sack up in the corner at the top of the room catches your eye. As you go to investigate that, it seems to be a web sack. A very large one there.
Oh, gross. Is that an egg?
Or fish.
There's goo in the sack.
There's goo in this sack.
It's me, Condiment King.
I
no.
will. Start like cutting into it carefully.
Okay. As your sword or scimitar slowly goes through it, out pops basically a bundle of bones.
Yeah. That's gross.
Any of them human-sized?
No, they're slightly smaller than human-sized. Still a medium creature, but small, almost reptilian-looking.
Okay, good. I thought
Now
it was
on the
gonna be
board, you should see a treasure chest, which you can now access if you are within one space. Dechi should be the first come, first serve there.
Can
But
I
on the body,
click on it
Hmm?
underneath me?
I'm gonna put
is
away.
that opening?
Oh, there we go. You have to double-click it, guys.
Do you right click it or just double click? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's let one go first. May I take this
Yeah,
health
Dechi
potion
would be
we have
canonically
here?
there.
I'm picking my way through all the nasty.
Actually,
Oh, yeah,
let's
no,
let
yeah,
Dechi
yeah.
tell us what's in the chest because we don't even see it first.
Yeah. Need
So
something to cut
there-
that thing out?
There
I've got a couple
is
knives.
a fine short sword.
Ooh.
And
If you click on it,
and a healing potion.
That healing potion it may be more valuable if
You might want
I
that
can pick it apart. We can make more of them.
Oh, you're something of an alchemist, of
I've had
of an
training.
artificer.
Yeah, I'm something of a scientist myself.
I'm just something of a scientist myself. I forgot we actually had an artificer in the party. Artificer?
Artificer.
Inventor.
better man.
A fart
So yeah,
sniffer?
what you should be able to do is if you open your character sheet, you can click and drag the items over and do it.
Yeah, so who would like to... You're better at crafting, you say, Fidget? Was it?
I don't know about crafting, but I'm somewhat handy with the medicinal and potion components.
Fair enough.
I'll pass. I have.
Metagaming, I want to craft
the
more
weapon.
potions.
Yeah, no, you can take it.
Okay.
When I hear it's a short sword, it's like, ah, bummer.
Does no one else
I'm
want
more of
this
the
short
pharmacist
sword?
than the alchemist.
I'll take the short sword.
The only swords I'm allowed to use are long swords.
Guys,
Bonk.
over here.
You already have.
So as you all make your way further into the tunnel, after disposing of the giant spider,
I'm gonna see
we're
if I
gonna
can't
close
help
the
edge it
curtain
down.
on tonight, as it is 10:14.
Sounds good.
It's. Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Bum 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 bum.